Imagine, you meet someone in Japan that you want to stay in touch with. What do you do? こんにちは、リサです。Lisa here. Exchanging contact information in Japanese is easy. In this lesson, you learn how. Mark is waiting for the bus outside the airport when he sees a new friend from the plane. Let's watch.
また会えてよかったです。
こちらこそ。
これは私の名刺です。個人のメールアドレスと電話番号はこれです。
ありがとうございます。私の名刺です。どうぞ。個人のメールアドレスはこれです。メールください。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
それではまた、楽しい旅行を。
はい、ありがとうございます。また。
Now with English.
また会えてよかったです。
こちらこそ。
これは私の名刺です。個人のメールアドレスと電話番号はこれです。
ありがとうございます。私の名刺です。どうぞ。個人のメールアドレスはこれです。メールください。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
それではまた、楽しい旅行を。
はい、ありがとうございます。また。
Here are the keywords from the scene.
また、
また、
Again.
また、また、また、
あの、
あの、
Ah.
あの、あの、あの、
名刺、
名刺、
Business card.
め、い、し、名刺、名刺、
個人、
個人、
Individual.
こ、じ、ん、個人、個人、
メールアドレス、
メールアドレス、
Mail address.
メール、アドレス、メールアドレス、メールアドレス、
電話番号、
電話番号、
Phone number.
で、ん、わ、ば、ん、ご、う、電話番号、電話番号、
楽しい、
楽しい、
Pleasant.
た、の、し、い、楽しい、楽しい、
旅行、
旅行、
Trip.
旅、こ、う、旅行、旅行、
わかりました。
わかりました。
Okay.
わ、か、り、ま、した。わかりました。わかりました。
Here are the key phrases from the scene.
In the scene, what did Mark say when he saw Kyoko again outside the airport?
あ、また会えてよかったです。
The first word is an interjection that means something like, oh, or hey. Ah. You can use this when you've experienced a small surprise. Next is a word meaning again.
また、また、また。
After this is a word meaning be able to see.
会えて、あえて、会えて。
After this is a word meaning good.
よかった、よかった、よかった。
It's the past tense of the adjective for good.
よい、
In the past form, it means was good.
よかったです、
With
です。
added is a formal form of
よかった。会えてよかったです。
is a set phrase meaning it was good to see you. In this case, Mark was glad to see Kyoko again, so he said, it's good to see you again.
また会えてよかったです。
Now you try. Say Mark's line when he sees Kyoko.
あ、また会えてよかったです。
How did Kyoko respond when Mark told her, it's good to see you again?
こちらこそ。
This is a set phrase meaning same here or you too. So when someone says, nice to meet you or thank you, and you feel the same way, you can say,
こちらこそ。こちらこそ。こちらこそ。
same here. Now you try. Say Kyoko's line after Mark says, nice to meet you.
また会えてよかったです。
こちらこそ。
How did Kyoko say goodbye as she started to walk away?
それではまた。
The first word is an interjection that can be used to mean see you.
それでは。それでは。それでは。
It can also be used together with the word meaning again.
また。
Together, it's
それではまた。
see you again. You can also just use the word meaning again
また。
as a casual way to say bye.
また。
Bye. Now you try. Say Kyoko's line after Mark says thank you.
ありがとうございます。
それではまた。
What did Kyoko say after she said goodbye?
楽しい旅行を。
First is a word meaning pleasant.
楽しい。たのしい。楽しい。
Next is a word for trip or travel.
旅行。旅行。旅行。
Last is the object marking particle.
を。
Together, it's
楽しい旅行を。
this is a set phrase that means have a nice trip, and you can say it to someone who will be traveling or leaving on a journey.
楽しい旅行を。
Have a nice trip. Now you try. Say Kyoko's second line.
それではまた。楽しい旅行を。
Now, the lesson focus. Here's how to exchange contact information. Ready?
Do you remember what Mark said when he handed Kyoko his business card?
これは私の名刺です。
When you give something to someone, you can describe it by saying
これは
the thing you are giving.
です。
In this case, Mark is handing over his business card.
名詞。
The sentence starts with the word for this.
これ。
Next is the topic marking particle.
は
After this is a phrase meaning my.
私の
Next is the word for business card.
名詞
At the end is a linking verb, which acts like is in this case.
です。
Together it's
これは私の名刺です。
this my business card is. Or more naturally, this is my business card. The sentence structure is
これは
the thing you are giving.
です。
Imagine you are giving someone a present.
プレゼント
What would you say?
これはプレゼントです。
This is a present. Now imagine you are giving your friend a box of chocolates.
チョコレート
What would you say?
これはチョコレートです。
This is chocolate. Later in the conversation, Mark wanted to draw attention to a particular piece of information on his business card. In this case, his personal email address and phone number. Do you remember what he said?
個人のメールアドレスと電話番号はこれです。
First is the word for individual.
個人個人
This word is often used to distinguish an individual person from a member of a company or school. Next is the possession marking particle.
の
Together, they make a phrase meaning personal or private.
個人の
After this is the word for email address.
メールアドレス
Next is the word for and.
と
And then the phrase for phone number.
電話番号
Next, the topic marking particle.
は
After this is the word for this or here.
これ
And last is the linking verb, in this case meaning is.
です。
The personal email address and phone number is the topic here because it's the thing Mark wanted to draw attention to. It's therefore placed at the beginning of the sentence.
個人のメールアドレスと電話番号
And then it is immediately followed by the topic marking particle.
は
My personal email address and phone number are here.
個人のメールアドレスと電話番号はこれです。
Now you try. What do you say if you want to point out your company email address? Company in Japanese is
会社会社会社
say, my company email address is here.
会社のメールアドレスはこれです。
My company email address is here. Do you remember what Kyoko said after she pointed out her personal email address on her own business card?
メールください。
First is the word for email.
メールメールメール
After that is an expression meaning, please give me.
くださいくださいください
Together, it's
メールください
please give me an email. In more natural English, email me. To ask for almost anything, you can use this same handy sentence structure. Object plus.
ください
Now you try. Imagine you want some water, which in Japanese is
水水水
say, please give me water.
水ください
Please give me water. Or water please. Now you want someone to give you a phone call. Or
電話
in Japanese.
電話電話電話
Say, please call.
電話ください
Please give me a phone call. Or more naturally, call me.
Now, It's time to practice your new ability.
You're at a party and want to exchange contact information with a woman whom you've met there. Ready? Here we go. What do you say when you give her your business card?
これは私の名刺です。
How do you say, here is my personal email address?
個人のメールアドレスはこれです。ありがとうございます。
Now, ask her to email you.
メールください。
What do you say to her when you need to go?
それではまた。それではまた。
Great job! You'll follow this same pattern many times, so be sure to practice it.
よくできました。Now, watch the scene one more time. After that, try to use these phrases when you make new friends in Japan. じゃあまたね。
あ、また会えてよかったです。
こちらこそ。
これは私の名刺です。個人のメールアドレスと電話番号はこれです。
ありがとうございます。私の名刺です。どうぞ。個人のメールアドレスはこれです。メールください。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
それではまた。楽しい旅行を。
はい。ありがとうございます。また。